just so that I think we can turn something in. Okay. Maybe we can get to the next. Michael's back on time.
I had Eric logged in, so
Cool.
because I had everything in already. So
Okay, make sure you're logged into Canvas because we're going to be working in Canvas for probably the rest of the afternoon.
I'm going to wait a bit for my brother to get off of PE.
Okay. In the meantime, though, then I guess follow along in your book, okay? Because it's the same thing.
Okay.
Make sure you're logged into Canvas. If you can't log into Canvas, you're going to be in your book then, following along in your book. Got it?
Maybe I can log into Canvas.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
what kind of book do we get?
We're still in our reading book. The one from earlier.
Okay.
We're still in there.
Okay.
But what I was saying, if you're able to get into Canvas, I'd rather you be in Canvas because it's going to be the same thing. So you can turn something in. I'll show you in a second, okay? For y'all that are just joining, make sure you're logged into Canvas because I want to do this part in Canvas because there's some stuff we can turn in. Got it? I'll show y'all where to go in a second. More about because I do not want to repeat and repeat and repeat. But I'm trying to save y'all some work and having to write. Let's see. Where we live. Sorry if you hear spelling from the class next door. We've heard it for like 20 minutes now. Antonio and I.
Sorry to interrupt. I need to find out if it's in daycare or bus.
What are you, parent pickup? Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Is it always going to be parent pickup or are you going to go some? Okay. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. Just making sure. Just because the way dismissal is not like it normally is. All right. You want to get Canvas? You can go ahead and get into Canvas. You might. I don't think you'll need your journal, but.
What course are we in?
Reading. We're gonna be in reading. Let me go see. Hold on, if I can get rid of some of all that Canvas, all that stuff that's on there. I'm trying to make it to where y'all can't see. Y'all won't see so much. Or like unpublish some stuff for the days. Let me see. Hold on.
Please pardon this interruption. It's a reminder for our support staff that you check your dismissal schedule. Everyone has a duty and a place to be, something to do to help with dismissal, and we'd like to have everybody familiarize yourself with it in your time. It is a little after 2 o'clock, and we want you to be prepared. Thank you.
Okay, is everybody back? I'm trying to unpublish some of this stuff so that y'all don't see so much in Canvas. But let me see. 0 week, I don't think we need any of this published right now. Hold on. Trying to unpublish. Probably like, oh, you unpublished something? Okay. Are we ready? We're going to be using Canvas for this afternoon for reading, okay? We're going to be switching so we can turn some stuff in. I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to show y'all where we're going. We're still in reading. So, can you see my screen? I see Adrina's hand.
Hi.
Yes? Audrina, you can see it. She's like, oh, blurry. Okay. Was that a yes? I couldn't see.
Yes, we can.
Okay, sorry, I just was making sure. So, for y'all that are just popping in, we're going into Canvas for the rest of the afternoon for reading. So, go to your reading tile and go to modules like we've been doing. Okay? It's going to be towards the very bottom. It should be because I unpublished some stuff. So, it's going to be towards the very bottom and it's going to say student-paced reading.
Reading, right?
Yep, reading, and go all the way to the very bottom of that page, and you're gonna see student-paced reading, language, and arts lesson, 9/8/20. For y'all that need the code,
What do you do after that?
click on student-paced, and it should give you the Nearpod.
No, like when we're done,
What? When we're done with what?
the Nearpod.
Will probably be the end of the day by then.
Hernandez.
Yes. Yes.
It's the EL.
Yes. RLA.
Yeah.
For everyone that needs the Nearpod code, there it is in the chat. But you're going to your RLA reading tile in Canvas. I know we don't use it a lot, but today we're going to use it. Is everybody here? Do they see my screen?
Is it called again?
RLA, then it says student paste. It should say 9/8/20. Should be,
can't see your screen anymore.
let me, hold on.
It's a student-paced reading language arts.
Yep, it should say 9/8. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be towards the very bottom. It's going to say student paced reading language arts 9/8/20. It's a Nearpod. Yes, it's a Nearpod.
What's the code?
I put it in the chat already. Everybody's here. Jacob, Audrina, Natalie.
I'm going to it right now.
Okay. Ethan, you're here. Mariah. Oh, I was asking if you're here, if you logged into the Nearpod.
It's just no, yeah.
Did you find it? Ethan, you found it?
What is the little sticker thingy?
What?
Or the little, like, you know how some has a apple or a monkey?
Student pace, find 9/8/20, today's date. It's going to be towards the very bottom. It's going to student paced reading language arts. I should have had y'all log in before we.
Found it.
Okay. Found it. I'm going to start. Everybody's logged in. We're going to turn this in. Okay, 1.2 lesson 1, September 8th, Tuesday. We're going to skip some of this because we've already done it. Good job, Audrina. I see you. And skip spelling. We'll come back to this later on. Different day. I think we're going to skip this too. Oh, there's a video in here we might watch. Nope. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play the video. Y'all just follow along.
I was able to put the laptop.
You're gonna... So, let's see what this question says. What does prefix or suffix make you think of? What does it make you think of when I say prefix or suffix? What does it make you think of when I say prefix or suffix? Is it the whole word or is it part of a word?
It's part of the word. It's suffix. No, hold on. A suffix is
A word. So I don't know if y'all can see my screen, but I'm putting in there part of a word. So you think of part of a word, don't you? It's not the whole word. When I say what is the suffix of a word, I'm not talking about the whole word in like festivity. I'm just talking about the ITY or basic. I'm talking about the IC. Make sure you type this in or it's not probably not going to let you go. So part of a word. Okay. Oh, did you pass it? I think it's back to that one.
Hold on. I was able to.
Uh-oh, I think we're on the wrong one. Oh yeah, we're on the wrong one. So close that one, you can just exit. And then go around last. Gotta go all. Do you have this? Yes.
Maybe it's low. 'Cause I
We're
just-
turning this in, so I should see like 8 or 9 of you on this.
I'm just trying-
And I'm gonna go check to see who's turning this in or not.
I'm going to find it right now.
Gosh. Jesus. Trying to find it. It's gonna be, look for student pace 9/8/20. If you're ever lost on what we're doing, just look for the day of the week, like September 8th or September 9th. Ooh, this phone is vibrating. Ooh. Somebody's getting.
Is it?
Find it, Michael. Funny how some of y'all are really good at finding this stuff and some. I'm not using this book. Can you give it back or what? Oh. Huh. Find the books? No, nothing. I don't know. I got a whole box full of these ones over here.
Number 8.
Come back home?
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes!
is it student-paced language art lesson?
9/8? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is it? No. Type it in there. Is it? Oh, is it? Oh, I think if you skip maybe. Oh, it didn't give. Oh, like this slide. Y'all not have this part in your slide? How come I have this part?
No, I don't.
What?
Yeah, because
Y'all just have the video? That's what Anthony.
Then you're going on the wrong one or you're going too fast. Because I have that.
Do you have this part?
Yes.
Maybe you went too fast. If you go back, like back on the Nearpod. No, on the Nearpod. No, maybe not. I don't know why some of y'all have and some don't. Oh, maybe if you let it look. No. Click up here. Ooh, is that it? Nope. I don't know why some of y'all have it and some of y'all don't. But anyway.
I don't have it. That's why I was asking you, because I don't have it.
But you have this video?
I don't even have the video.
How do you know how to? Are you sure you're on the right one?
Yes, student-paced language art.
I guess if you have it, just submit it. And if you don't, I guess if you don't, and I don't know why my video's not playing. If you have it, push submit. If you don't, it's okay. I guess we'll just keep going.
I push submit.
Can you hear what fits?
This is loud.
Before the root of the word, before the word is heard, that's the prefix, there it sits. Once it becomes applied, the word is modified. Like this, discover, triangle, submarine, subterranean in some way. Now that the word has changed, there will be something new for us to say. Can you
Oh,
Miss Hernandez.
y'all have like a, mine pops up questions. I
Wait,
guess we can do
mine didn't. Mine didn't. Mine doesn't have any questions.
I guess where those little blue dots are, you see them on like the bottom? There's questions. We'll answer them together anyways. Well, it is what it is. So what is the prefix? Ooh,
the Nearpod.
How'd you finish a Nearpod? We've literally been working on it for 10 minutes. What is the prefix of Subway? So prefix goes in the beginning or the end?
Wait, Miss Hernandez, I'm lost.
What are y'all on the right day?
Okay, I found the question. What day is it? Because I'm on 8/31/20.
What is today's date, guys? This is part of the reason.
8.
Today's date is September 8th, 2020. That would be 9/8/20. That's why some of y'all are not getting this video. Everybody, make sure your day of the week says your Nearpod says 9/8/20, just like this. I'm gonna show you. Can you see my screen? Yes?
I found it.
Audrina, can you see it?
Yes.
It should say 9/8/20 right there. Chloe, yes. Chloe, I can't, you might have to type it in the chat because I cannot, you're like glitching real bad.
Yes.
Come on, we need to work out these problems because now that there's somebody in class, you are going to be doing a lot more work online. Okay, Chloe, you're glitching. I don't know what is wrong unless you type it in the chat. AJ, are you logged into Canvas?
No.
Why not? We're in Canvas.
UUESTION.
Oh, it was something about oh, the subway, Chloe, is that what you're asking? I said, what is the prefix in subway? You are like glitching so bad today. I don't know what it is. Everybody's on this Nearpod to begin with, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
I am.
that's what I need to hear, yes.
The prefix and suffixes?
It says, right here, can you see my screen, Chloe? So prefixes are gonna go in the beginning of the word and suffixes like into the word. Sorry, Chloe, I was talking as you were talking. What's that?
Which one, like,
What tile are we on?
the prefixes? Find it.
Reading. Chloe, you're like so glitchy right now. I think you're just gonna have to type your questions in the chat because you're so glitchy right now. I don't know. We're in reading, AJ. Come on. This is why y'all get to your meetings on time because we're starting. I heard something about prefixes, suffixes, and anyways, okay. It says, what is the prefix of subway? Right here, Chloe. So I asked, what is the prefix of subway? Prefixes go in the beginning of the word and suffixes go on the end of the word. So what would be the prefix in subway? Would it be sub, way,
Sub.
Somebody said it. Jacob, was that you?
Yes.
What'd you say? Sub?
Sub is the first
There you
word in subway.
Good job, subway. Yeah, it would be sub. Okay, we're gonna continue. Hopefully the video continue playing. Let's see.
What fits after the root of a word, after the word is heard, that's the suffix there it sits.
Oh, the very first one?
Once it becomes applied, the word is modified, like full M and full in beginning. Ness, happiness, thoughtfulness, goodness, and kindness. Now that the word has changed, that will be something new for us to say.
Another question. There's another. Ooh, which of these is a suffix? So suffix is going at the end. This is part of our, what we went over.
No. Wait, which one? I know.
What is, where's your gut board? Your
Oh,
Which of these is a suffix? Pre, sub, or mint? You know it, Antonio?
Miss
Oh.
Hernandez.
Somebody said it.
Miss Hernandez.
Boy. Oh, I thought it was a boy that said it. Yes.
Y'all were frozen and I couldn't hear what you were saying when we were on the first question.
Hold on. Let me stop sharing and let me share again. Hopefully, I don't know why there's so many glitches. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
So, I heard somebody say earlier, which one of these is a suffix? This is part of our
Wait, Miss Hernandez.
one at a time.
It's Miss Hernandez.
It's what? Somebody said it.
It's Miss.
Mint. Yeah, mint is the next one. Good job.
Miss Hernandez.
Yes.
I'm still on the question one because we're not glitched. So I'm gonna do that one.
Question 1.
Yes.
This one? This
Y'all
one?
were- Yeah, because no, the first one. Like where it says what is the prefix of subway
Oh,
because
it was sub. It was sub. S-U-B. That's weird that y'all don't have. Oh, there it is. Huh? What was it?
oh, I put the wrong thing on.
You have to put the little dots.
I put way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there
Wasn't I wasn't looking. I mean I was, but
So the little dots on the bottom are the questions, and Antonio's just skipping to the questions. So if you want to skip to the third dot, that's where we're at right now. So you can catch up.
I cannot. I don't think.
wait, but I still need to do the other one.
This one?
No, the very first one because I didn't know that was a question. What
Yes,
does-
come on. Right here. This one. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. Technology. I think it was better when everybody was at home.
Pre,
Well, I guess most of y'all are.
before, the beginning.
That's all y'all just kind of.
So anytime you hear pre,
Are we done with that one?
prenuptial agreement. That means an agreement you make before you get married.
I hear somebody saying about an agreement. I think we're
Preemptive
right here.
strike you make before you get married. You know, pre-beginning or
There's somebody talking about agreement over there. Somebody sounds like a teacher. Okay, are we ready? Push submit. All right, let's continue playing with that.
Here's a few prefixes just for you. Empty counter, extra hyper, ultra semi, just to name a few.
Are those prefixes or suffixes? What were those that just played? What were they? What were those?
Now that we know what suffixes do, dictionary able eyes will help you too. And it's true, some words have two. Reconstruction, disagreement, unlikely reaction. Now that the words have changed, there will be something new for us to say. Now that the
What? Did it just end? What happened? What happened? That wasn't the end of the. Where did it go? You're kidding me. Where did my video go? I know there was. Oh, here it is. Don't ask me why that happened. Which of these is a suffix? Ooh, this is part of our suffixes from today. Is it ITY or UN?
that means there's something in front of it.
Somebody
The suffix is
there. So, if I say like our spelling word festivity, and then that was one of our spelling words from earlier, and the suffix was at the beginning or the end of that word. In festivity. a hint, if the line's in front, that means it's going behind the word. And if the line is behind the prefix, it's going to go in front. So which one of these is a suffix? Is it ity or is it un?
ITY.
Good job, Audrey. Yeah, it would be ity. So like festivity or ability. What else is another one? I can't think of any right now, but I know festivity, ability. I can't think of any more. But you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Submit.
Maybe we'll see.
The words have changed. There'll be something new for us to say. Now that the words have changed, there'll be something new for us to say.
I'm gonna do this video again. Let's see what the next one. Next, we're gonna write this down. We won't write it down together today, but we'll write it down tomorrow. I guess we can go over it. So ty, these are suffixes. State of or quality. So noun, like loyalty. We talked, that was one of our spelling words. State of or quality. ity, festivity.
Yes. Why? Because it's at the end. Something goes in front of it.
You got ick, so like basic. It's going to be at the end of base. Base would be our root word, and then ick would be our suffix. It would be at the back, the end of it. And then ment, like management, it's going to go on the end. Or agreement, it's going to go on the end. The action or process of. Yep. You're not following along? We did spelling already, so we don't need to watch this video. So we did spelling already. Nope. Spelling words, we'll go through the rest later. Spelling assignment, we're good. Ooh, weekly question.
This is Fanny.
Weekly question, in what ways can places enrich our lives? So how can they make our lives better?
What did they mean?
What does what mean? In what ways can places enrich our lives?
We're still on that page that's like
What?
Wait.
What?
Which page are we on? Like on the Nearpod?
Let me see.
Because I like clicked on the thing on
We're on slide number, I think 10.
Slide enrichment.
Yeah. I'm gonna play the little, I guess we can go on to the next one. Move to the slide that says weekly launch where we live. We're gonna discuss this. I'm gonna play it on my screen. Y'all see where I'm at?
131-759.
I see it.
Okay. I'm gonna play the video with this so we can talk about it. Find the page. Where we live. All right, let me make sure it's the same thing. Where we live? Doesn't look like. It's the same. Those people aren't in. So, let's play this.
Where we live. Every person is part of a network. It includes the places you go and how you interact with these places. Region. The region you live in is an...
Pay attention to these two because in a few minutes it's going to ask us questions. I don't know if it's the next slide or if it's the slide after that, but there's questions on region and I think maybe network or something.
Area that has physical and human features in common. What region do you live in? How is your region different from others?
So that's kind of like when we talked about, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago in social studies when I asked y'all that question, what region do we live in? And it was the Southwest region, which is different than like the Northeast region because of the weather. If you go up to New York and Boston and we'll say Washington, D.C. right now, the weather's starting to get cooler, isn't it? Leaves are starting to change. But how is the weather down here in our region right now? What is the weather like still? What's the weather like in our region right now?
Cloudy?
Hot, cloudy. It's still hot and humid, isn't it? But if you start going up to the northeast, the weather is starting to get cooler. It's starting to get a lot cooler. Leaves are
Can I
starting.
tell you something, Miss Hernandez?
What?
Can I tell you something, Miss Hernandez?
Real quick.
It was before the COVID started, but we went to go to Killeen, and when we were over here, it was hot, and when we started going up there, like somewhere over, and it started getting really cold.
Yeah, and if you even like look at the weather, I think it's today. Like even if you look at the weather in Colorado today, I think it was today. It might be like in Denver, it was gonna snow today up there, but down here it's like still hot, really, really hot. We're not even close to getting snow. It was interesting. The
Yeah.
weather. Or even sometimes if you just go to a different area, like if you go from
I'm here.
Corpus to San Antonio, sometimes it's a way cooler just in San Antonio up the road 2.5 hours than it is here.
Yeah, it's pressure.
Especially when you start getting like these smaller cool fronts that don't really make it our way.
Human environment interaction. The living and non-living things surrounding you are part of your environment. What living and non-living things are part of your environment?
Ooh, so the living and non-living things surrounding you are part of your environment. What living and non-living things are part of your environment? So what living things are part of our environment that y'all can think of?
What are living things that are part of our about?
Yeah,
Trees, fish,
fish. What else? Somebody's saying
what page is it?
we're
Bugs.
in our book, which you should be in Canvas, but if you're in the book, it's page 50. What about non-living things are part of our environment?
I know.
So what? Go
Houses
ahead.
don't live.
So what? Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was it?
Houses aren't.
Houses? What else, maybe? Cars? Antonio said cars? That's a good one. Yeah, what else? What else are you working from right now? Maybe.
Home.
Home? So your home?
Technology.
Technology? Yep, those are all non-living parts.
Toys.
Toys, even though sometimes they have a mind of their own, but we'll keep.
Oh, they have a mind of their own.
Well, technology, yes. It's a saying. Yes, technology has a mind of its own some days, like where it works.
Oh, like when they make robots.
Kind of, or like when I want to load something and then it doesn't want to work, I'm like, it has a mind of its own. It doesn't want to do it. I'm trying to make it do. But let's see.
Human community interaction. A community is a group of people who live in the same area. What places and people are in your community?
So we would be in a community, like Corpus Christi would be a community. We're the people that live in the same area, correct? And maybe even some of y'all in certain neighborhoods are kind of like part of a community. Like if you go to bigger cities, they may have certain like neighborhoods. Like if you go to San Antonio, they have on the west side a community called Alamo Heights. So it's like not a city, but it's like a small little, I guess, like community within the bigger city of San Antonio. Or if you go there, like I said, there might be some in Corpus too. Or
Is the community just like where you live, like, and then you have neighbors?
yeah, they're part of your community. Yeah, that's what it's talking about. So what places and people are in your community? So a lot of y'all, well, y'all all live in the same community because y'all all live in Corpus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess,
Hernandez.
yes,
It's not letting me turn my camera back on.
that's fine. That's fine. Also, Koch Wilson is like a small community within a community because all of y'all attend the same school, right? So y'all are part of like the Koch Wilson, I guess, community, correct? You all attend the same school. Y'all are all here to learn and get an education.
I used to go to a different school.
So see, you're a part of maybe that school's community. Maybe y'all did things a different way than we do them here, which is true with a lot of stuff.
I used to go to Wilson.
So see, before, that's a good example. Before they combined to make Cock Wilson, some of y'all were part of the Cock community and some were part of the Wilson community. Then y'all came together and became the Cock Wilson community all together, right?
I used to go to a Cock where it was just called a Cock.
So see, and you and Natalie, I think, said she went to what?
I went to Wilson.
To Wilson. And then y'all came together and now y'all are Cock Wilson, right?
I also went to Cock too.
Okay, let me see what
I
this
went to Cock for kindergarten.
let me see what this Nearpod says. Okay, let's skip to the next page. Ooh, here we go. The next slide. Should be, can y'all see my screen? Yes, no, maybe?
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. It says the blank you live in is an area that has physical and human features in common. Ooh. Ooh, who thinks they know? Is it region or is it community? What? Region. Antonio said region. Do y'all agree with him?
Region.
Region. And then a blank is a group of people who live in the same area. What is that?
Community.
Community. Yeah, push submit. That was an easy one. Ooh, we got 2 out of 2. Okay, next. An open-ended question. Let's think about this. You can now record. Okay, got it. I don't want to record. Quick. Think of an important place in your network. How does the place have a personal connection in your life? Ooh.
Wait, Miss Hernandez.
Yes.
After that, it says I open end of quiz. Oh, there it is.
An open-ended question, maybe. Right?
Oh, there it is. I'm on your page now.
Ooh, okay. So, think of an important place in your network. How does the place have a personal connection to your life? So, let's think of this one. This one's a real simple one I think we are all part of. So, a network y'all have. An important place in your network. We all attend Cock Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Yes? So how does that place have a personal connection to your life? So how does it have a personal connection? So something that means something to you, or I'm trying to think of another thing that would be a good example. Personal connection to your life, I guess.
I mean, we go,
that it has
well,
value.
before the coronavirus, we go on every day.
Learning. So Antonio says it has a personal connection because he's able to learn. Would be one. What else maybe do you have here at school, or you would have at school if you were here at school?
Friends.
Friends. Aren't they a personal connection?
Yes.
So how does a place have a personal connection? I have many friends, I guess we'll put, friends. I have many friends that attend my school. And they have a personal connection.
I have many friends that attend my school.
Man, the class next door is really getting into it. Ooh, Walling's class. Okay, let me see. I wish I could move that. Mike. Let me know when y'all have this typed in so we can push submit, or push submit when you got it done.
Where's that?
It's in Canvas on slide.
On what?
It's in Canvas on slide 13. We haven't even gotten through nearly, well, there's so many slides.
What time?
Reading! AJ, come on, we're in reading, unless I tell you we're
27 slides.
I know, we didn't even get close to them. Reading, unless I tell you we're switching a subject, we're still in that same subject as before. Come on, some of y'all need to speed it up a little bit. We ready to submit?
No, because I can't find it.
Are you in your reading tile?
I submitted.
Yes.
Go all the way, go to modules and go all the way down to find
I
9.
submitted it.
Okay,
9-4.
9, 8, 20. Student pace.
Can I see? Okay, now I see it. Is it reader right? Reader?
Student pace reading language arts 9, 8, 20. This is what happens when you come in late, AJ. You need to join us as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're going to miss the instructions of where we're at.
Interruption, teachers and students.
We're doing workshop.
Would like to begin.
Workshop vocabulary. STEM.
Nope. It's easy, right?
Is it modules?
I already submitted.
Might have to get back on.
It's modules, reading, student pace reading and language arts 9, 8, 20. Okay, push submit. I think we're at where we submit. Ooh, so I guess, was there an audio part to this? Hold on, let me skip. I'm skipping around to see. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, there's an audio.
So this week we're going to be discussing a biography. Who knows what a biography is? Y'all can skip to this slide if you want to. Go ahead. What do you think a biography is? There's an anchor chart I know later on. Here, I'll help you out. What's a biography? If you can see my screen, right?
It's like a story, like kind of like a timeline, and it's kind of like informing you.
Good job. Not too bad. So it's in a timeline, so like chronological order. Can you see my screen, Vida? Yeah. So it's in chronological order, which means there's a sequence to it. So it's usually going to go from like birth to maybe, you know, their younger years, and then maybe college years, and then maybe their adult life. There's an order to it. You're not going to begin your story when the author or whoever the story is about was 21 years old and then go talk about his birth after that. There's an order to it. It's called chronological. And then Vida said it's going to inform you. Oh, hold on, guys.
Thank you, teachers. I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry. So, like Vida was saying, it's filled with important facts and details about the person's life. So it's going to be informative, I guess, or part of PI would be informing us. So it's written in descriptive language that helps the reader imagine what the person's life was really like and why the person is special or important. So There might be a biography, probably a lot of biographies about Martin Luther King, maybe Rosa Parks, Ruby Bridges, really important people. I think this is gonna play. Where's my video?
The audio is kind of like the girl.
What about George Washington?
Oh yeah, George Washington would be one. I think the audio's for this story. Let me check.
No, the audio is mostly like the she's like talking about the biography at Anchor Chart.
We were going to read a biography, Defying Gravity.
Okay, so I'm gonna play the story. I want y'all listening to this one. It's gonna be talking about this one, Defying Gravity. Okay, and I'll play the audio for you. Got it? Play my. You can play it yourself if you want.
You're going to hear dates. Today we're going to read a biography, Defying Gravity. Remember to listen actively for elements of biography and pay careful attention to main ideas and details. It's easy to identify this piece as a biography because it has all the elements. You're going to hear dates that help me put the story in chronological order, and the narrator knows what happened, so they tell the story in a third-person point of view. And there are lots of facts and details. Let's start. Defying Gravity. The year was 1930. The place was Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and a traveling circus had brought a group of trapeze artists to town. The acrobats performed high above the ground, twirling and flipping in mid-air. George Neeson, age 16, was part of the audience, and he was in awe. Even when the show ended and the performers dropped down into their safety net, George was still wide-eyed with excitement. He had an idea. What if the acrobats could keep bouncing in the safety net and continue the show closer to the ground? George went home and turned his parents' garage into a workshop. He stretched a large piece of canvas over a metal frame, and he collected inner tubes from bicycles and cut them into strips. One end of each strip to the canvas, the other to the frame. The rubber strips gave him much more bounce, so in that he was able to turn a back somersault in the air. He called his contraption the bouncing rig. George continued to.
So what do you think George is creating here? Just like, what can you infer he's creating, or what do you think he's going to create? Anybody know?
Maybe something, maybe that will change his life.
But what is he trying to create? He created something that you can, he cut it in half at one end of the strip to the canvas and the other end of the metal frame. The rubber strips gave him more bounce. So he's jumping on something, right?
What is it called again?
What did he create? Or what trampoline, I think. Let's see. That's what he created.
Perfect his idea. While studying at the University of Iowa, he replaced the canvas with nylon. This gave him even more bounce and allowed him to perform more acrobatic tricks. With fellow gymnasts, he formed a tumbling act called the Three Leonardos in 1937. The act hit the road to demonstrate the bouncing rig. While performing in Mexico, George learned the Spanish word trampoline, which means diving board. He added an E to the word and renamed his bouncing rig the trampoline.
So what did George create?
A trampoline.
If it wasn't for George, we'd not have a trampoline.
For the circus.
Yeah.
That was for the gymnast.
It was for the circus at the beginning, right?
Yep. But not everyone can get it.
Let's see.
Circus performers and gymnast coaches were realizing the trampoline's usefulness. By the late 1950s, the trampoline fad had exploded and jump centers were a booming business. Then something else remarkable happened. American and Soviet astronauts started using the trampoline in their training. Jumping so high let them feel weightless and learn to move in the air. This helped them prepare them for space flight. George's bouncing rig did more than entertain. It was now an important tool in the space program. George Neeson was inspired by a simple question and a desire for more. His persistence resulted in equipment that revolutionized the sport of acrobatics, aids the training of astronauts, and still provides countless hours of gravity-defying fun. George, who kept on bouncing until his death at 96, would be proud.
Interesting. So if it wasn't for George, we wouldn't have trampolines, would we? And those gymnasts in the circus couldn't have trampolines. What else would we not have if it wasn't for George? Think of something else that has a lot of trampolines in it.
I know, like jumping world or something.
Yeah, jumping where we get air. We wouldn't have any of those if it wasn't for George. Did y'all
Nowadays, something George.
see how the story began with his birth? It says, or earlier on, not with his birth, but early on in 1930. Then it went to him working in his garage, and then it went to him while he was in college, and then it went to describing kind of some of the remarkable things that happened after, I guess, he graduated college. Correct? All right. Before we go, tomorrow morning, I will log in at 8 o'clock. Between 8 and 8:15 or 8 and 8:20, you're going to be working on basic facts. I think, 13? You can start on basic facts 13 or 14. Got it?
Bye.
Oh,
Bye, Miss Renata.
before we leave, what are you going to be working on from like 8 to 8:15?
Basic facts.
Basic facts. Got it? I will see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.